No! Look, it's pretty bad here. I can't see a thing. Whatever we're gonna do, we better do it fast.
In regards to Lofton and Barger versus Espinosa and Jones, the memo is dated August 14th. August 14th. August 14th. August 14th. Oh! Larry Wallach. Oh. Shoot. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Larry, hi, it's Nora Buchanan. I flaked out. I'm so sorry. Bo even reminded me about the appointment, and I just completely forgot. I was in court all day, and then I had client conferences, and I flaked out. I need to reschedule if you'll still have me, if that's okay. Give me a call. I'm at the office now. Be home much later. Bye. You idiot. Where am I? Okay. Pertaining to petition for summary judgment filed by plaintiff. We have Espinosa who's... Hey. Hi, Cassie. Come on in. How are you?
I'm okay. I was wondering if I could consult with you.
As a lawyer?
Well, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Oh, boy. Are you okay?
I could really use your help, Nora.
You what? Where the hell you going? You guys are licensed to jumpstart a heart? You can't drive a stretcher down a hallway without bumping into stuff?
Blair shouldn't have checked herself out of rehab so soon.
Well, I'm sorry, but she brought this on herself.
Well, the good news is that that EMS didn't think it was critical, so, you know, she'll probably get over the setback in no time.
What exactly happened here?
Excuse me?
What did you do to Blair?
Not a thing. She got hysterical and
she came in here, she was okay. They took her out on a stretcher. Now, we both know that wasn't an accident.
Jess, look, it's gonna be okay, all right? It's gonna be okay. We are gonna get out of here. Just, you gotta try and stay calm, okay? All right, all right.
The stairwell's full of smoke. The laser... The planes are moving really fast. The fire escape is on the other side. The stairs are on this side.
What are we gonna do?
Jess, look, there's no way we can stop the place. It's too open.
We cannot leave them. We have to get out of here.
Carl, there's no way out. No! Don't even think that. I know exactly what we're gonna do.
Jesse! Jess! Oh, God! Jess!
I would like to know what my legal rights are as far as River's concerned.
Well, what are the terms of your divorce?
Andrew has custody. I have unlimited visitation. It's explicit that I'm going to have an important role in my son's life.
And has Andrew violated these terms?
Not exactly.
Cassie, what brought you here tonight?
Well, Andrew's made some decisions. Decisions which affect River that I don't agree with.
And you want to know if you have a legal right to voice and or act upon this disagreement?
Yeah. Maybe, yes.
Okay, well, why don't we start with you telling me about the nature of this disagreement?
It's, this kid Eli, whom Andrew has taken into the house.
I understand that's a temporary arrangement. I'm just asking for clarification.
Well, it's temporary right now. It's supposed to be until he's placed in an adoptive or permanent foster care family home.
And what are your concerns about River?
I'm sure you think it's because of Eli's circumstances.
Cassie, I don't think anything. I'm just having a conversation with you. Please, relax. Sit. I know that Eli is HIV positive. Is that part of the problem?
No. Yes, I worry about that.
Okay.
I know that my fears are ridiculous. Rationally, I know that, especially if everyone is careful, and I'm sure they are being very careful. I am tremendously sympathetic to his circumstances. I think it's appalling.
All right, then what is the problem?
Well, Eli is a troubled kid. He acts out. And I think that he will have a bad effect on River. No, wait, that is not the problem. The problem is with Andrew. Now, Andrew and I agreed that River would stay at the rectory, so his life would be disrupted as little as possible. But Andrew has brought a disruptive kid into the home. Now, I'm sure that if Eli were a saint, River would still be unsettled. His mother leaves, and now he has a new brother. I just don't think it's the right time for any of this.
Have you voiced these concerns to Andrew?
He says it's none of my business, but I am the one that moved out. I am the one who committed adultery. I am the one who left the marriage, so I have just waived all right to comment on what happens in that house. That can't be true, can it, Nora?
No, sweetie, it's not true.
And the worst thing is, every time I say anything against Eli, I feel like I look stupid or ignorant or totally lacking in sympathy or understanding for a boy who has a horrible condition and whose life up to now has been pretty miserable.
Do you think that Andrew sees you that way?
Oh, he acts that way. Andrew is being more than unfair. Andrew is out to punish me.
What I'm asking is, what did you do to provoke her?
I didn't do anything. Wait, and where did you get
You know, the last time I left you two together, you took about 20 seconds to get her to collapse.
She brought it on herself, same as tonight.
This time, I leave you alone for 2 minutes. I come back downstairs to taking her out on a stretcher.
I didn't do anything to Blair. Look, for the record, apart from the fact that she is our opponent in your custody hearing, I don't harbor any ill will toward her.
I'd like to know what would happen if you did.
Look, I was the one who told you to reconcile with her. Never mind that. Here are the facts, Todd. She checked herself out of the hospital way before she was ready. She came home to Lambview, started hightailing it back from one place to another, and she collapsed. Summation, she did too much too soon. Defense rests. Now, look, if you're concerned about the health of the mother of your child, that's fine. Commendable even, but don't take your fear and your anxiety and turn them against me, okay? You are paying me to secure permanent legal custody of your child and to give you the best legal advice I can give you. Don't treat me as your adversary, okay? Remember, I am the best friend you have got.
Yikes.
Hey, don't knock it, pal, okay? And don't point your paranoia in my direction, because I am not your emotional punching bag. Hey! Hey! Are you getting this?
I'm tomorrow.
I thought that all the money that I was paying you would buy me a little leeway. Look, nobody's ever accused me of being all sweetness and light.
That's what you're trying to pass off as an apology?
That would depend.
On what?
Whether or not it worked.
It didn't.
Then it wasn't an apology.
Look, I was real clear about how I expect you to treat me.
Well, I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
Look, I don't care how you behave with anybody else. But if you spook me, I am out of here. Deal or no deal.
Oh, it's a good thing you don't spook easily.
Well, even I have my limits. I am not fooling around, Todd. By the way, Blair's problems are good news for your case.
Good news.
Yes. It strengthens our position that she's not strong enough to take responsibility of Star. And it buys us some time until her next custody case. And you know there will be a next one.
I'll leave it to you. Put a positive spin on Blair's pain and suffering.
That is my job. Unless you want to reconcile with Blair. That would solve everything.
That ain't gonna happen, Pollyanna. The best thing that's gonna happen with us is we'll reach some kind of a friendly truce. But I would never turn my back on her.
So you hired her to work 2 inches away from you.
You know what they say. You keep your friends close. Except I don't have any friends. And you keep your enemies closer. If I had my way, I'd hire the whole town. Hey, for me?
For Star. For you two, I have an apology. I'm very sorry about the brouhaha at lunch. I promise you it was not typical of me.
No, typically she's only bonkers around me. Look, we were relieved that you were really only yelling and screaming at Clint.
Look, I think the planets are just seriously awry. Things are wild enough around here without you being...
Correct.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Why are they wild?
Well, Blair's back.
Really? She's ahead of schedule. Is she supposed to be out on her own so soon?
If you'll excuse me, I have some business I have to attend to. Todd will fill you in.
Well, don't let me keep you.
Thanks for understanding, and thank you for coming by tonight.
Good night. Okay, guess you and I have some catching up to do, hmm?
Divorce puts a lot of strain on people. It sometimes makes them behave in ways they normally wouldn't.
You're saying this is Andrew's response to stress.
No, I'm saying that Andrew isn't a vindictive person.
Well, I didn't think he was either, but the look I see in his eyes sometimes.
Okay, I can't speculate on what happened between the two of you and your marriage. All I can do is see the facts. And what I see is that Andrew has been deemed a responsible guardian pro tempore by the social workers on Eli's case. And that Eli's impact on River has to have been part of the decision.
How come I wasn't part of their decision?
Well, you should have been. That's true. You should have been. But it is a temporary arrangement. It's not permanent. That, in and of itself, it doesn't violate any of the terms of your divorce settlement.
Nora, I did not surrender all parental rights when I signed that paper. There has to be something I can do.
Well, yes, you can legally redress the situation. However, I don't recommend it.
Why?
It would put a lot more stress on River. It could widen the gap between you and Andrew. It could even put more distance between you and River. And after all of that, it could be a failed effort.
Try not to make it sound so appealing, okay?
Well, I do have another alternative to suggest.
Please.
Okay? A neutral third party to help you reach an equitable resolution. And I would happily be an informal mediator for the two of you.
Sounds great. I think it'll be a lot less volatile.
Well, my point exactly.
Jess! Jess, wait, come on. Jess, come on. Stop, come on. Is you okay? Are you okay? Jess?
Oh, God. Can't wait for us. We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Here.
All right.
Here.
Come on, let's move. Maggie, let's move, baby.
All right, come on.
Come on.
Go, go. Come on, baby.
What happens to her?
She fell in debris. She was unconscious. She came to, she passed out again. She hasn't been conscious since. She has a lot of smoke in her.
Oh, is she gonna be okay? Is she gonna be... We couldn't wait for them. We had to get her out of there.
We'll take good care of her. Can you tell me what happened? Hey, sit down. Just take your time.
All right, I know you, but just give me her condition. Look, she's right over there. Some debris fell on her. She'll be all right. What's my cat?
We were at a loft on the top floor.
Maggie was trying to give me some studio space up there, and then there was this big explosion.
There were a couple of explosions.
Where'd they come from? Could you tell?
They seemed to be under her feet. They had to be in the building, and everything just
Started falling. Everything started falling. Everything was coming down all around us. And then a big chunk of ceiling fell on Jess, and there was smoke coming from everywhere, from the floorboards, from under the door, from the walls. It was everywhere.
Oh, Hayes, you're too quick. Yeah, experienced kid. Listen, Kevin. Wait a minute, that's not... No, it's your sister. No, let them work on her, buddy. Let them work on her.
Oh, my God. Is she burned?
No. Debris fell on her.
Well, how bad?
We don't know how bad it is. Listen. Could you do me a favor? Could you call Clint and Vicky? Can you do that? Do you want me to do it? No, I'll do it. All right, good. Just tell them there's been a fire and to meet you at ER. All right?
No, I tell them about Jess.
Well, she's in good hands. Just give them the information and have them meet you there. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh! I'm gonna move you away from here. The fire's spreading too quick. I'm not sure we can contain it.
So Blair checked herself out of rehab last week. I mean, not exactly the move of a fit parent, if you ask me.
Just save that for your editorial page, please.
She showed up at my door, right? She's totally out of control. She's knocking stuff over with crutches.
It's hard to blame her.
Whose side do you want, anyway?
Stars.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew that. Look, Blair's the one who asked me for a divorce. If she can't handle the reality of it, don't blame me.
Well, nobody's blaming you, but we both know it's much more complicated than that.
No, it's only complicated if you let it be complicated. I'm not going to let it be complicated. I know what's best for Shorty. I mean, under the circumstances, she belongs here with me. That's why I made sure that that's what happened.
Have you ever tried to reason with Blair, really?
Blair is bonkers. And Dorian's trying to keep her that way. And I got to watch my step or I'm going to be the next one under Dorian's steamroller.
So Blair is in a terrible frame of mind.
Yeah. I mean, she's pushed herself totally over the edge.
A minute ago, you were chalking that up to your advantage.
All right, don't tell anybody, but this might be a moment of compassion.
Oh, well, I can keep a secret.
Well, I want to do what's best for Blair.
Do you? Letting her see Star on a regular basis would go a long way toward that end.
Well, we did that. We worked out a visit thing, a schedule, plan, whatever.
Good.
And she was short on cash, so I gave her her old job back at the Sun.
Did you really? Do you think she's up to that?
She will be eventually.
It's good of you to be so civil.
Don't you call me civilized.
I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry.
Look, don't read too much into this, all right?
Who is reading?
I thought everything was pretty much under control, all right? Then she comes here, she goes bananas, she collapsed. They carted her off in an ambulance back to rehab.
That's terrible.
Yeah, some kind of muscle spasms or something. They say she's gonna be okay. She just was pushing herself too hard. Yeah.
It's Kevin. Is my mother there?
You want to talk to your mommy? It's your number one son.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mom? Hi, it's me. I think you better get over to the emergency room now.
Why? What's going on?
They're bringing Jesse in.
Jesse?
So how's Eli doing?
Eli? Well, he's okay, I think.
And you?
Me? You mean as far as Eli's concerned? Let's say that Eli brings a fresh challenge to each dawning day. It ain't dull around here no more.
I brought you some information.
Great.
On issues pertaining to Eli's adoption.
Okay.
Assuming someone finds suitable parents.
Make yourself comfortable, Taya.
Oh, thank you. I think I will.
This is great. This is wonderful. This must have been a lot of work, I'm sure.
Well, I'm glad to do it. I really want things to work out for Eli. And for you.
And I want things to work out for you. So, how are things going in the Fortress of Solitude?
Good. Fine, actually. Pretty well. What?
Why don't I believe you?
America.
ABC. You've got completely the wrong idea about the situation with Todd.
I do?
All right, all right. At the Fortress of Solitude, we need a new drawbridge and to restock the alligators in the moat. We have too many unexpected visitors getting in.
Like who?
Blair.
Blair?
Yes. She checked herself out of rehab and limped home to reclaim her life.
You know, from what I understand, it's way too soon for her to be out of rehab. So this must make your life wildly complicated.
Well, yes and no. My first meeting with Blair was explosive. My first look at the Blair-Todd phenomenon in close-up.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, I've been there, you know. They say if you look at them with the naked eye, you go blind.
Or turn into a pillar of salt. It was a little like being dropped into a minefield, you know. But I'm getting better, I'm practicing, and I'm starting to know where the landmines are.
Yeah, well, better isn't flawless.
Give me time. I can be flawless.
Listen, flawless people, that's antithetical to my profession.
Whoops. But, you know, the truth is, I'd never say this to Todd's face, but I feel sorry for the guy. I do. It's true, he was completely cold and calculating throughout the divorce. But when Blair walked in the door, he was so gentle and so concerned about her.
Oh, the divorce wasn't his idea.
No, it wasn't. Not initially, anyway.
And Blair was obviously upset that Todd's new life had no room in it for her. It's like they've built this cage, and now they're both stuck in it. And neither of them is very happy there.
You sound like you think they should get back together.
I do. I said as much to Todd.
That was brave. How'd he take it?
He doesn't think it would be a very good idea. But he didn't say he doesn't want it to happen. He doesn't think Blair would go for it. Next day, he offered her her job back at the paper. And she took it.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think's happening with these two?
They have a long road back. It'll be a while before they can trust each other again, but I really believe I can still broker a reconciliation between them. Wouldn't that justify my part in all this? I mean, in your eyes?
In my eyes? Listen, I'm in no position to judge Todd and Blair. Look, if it gets you out of there quick and clean, I think it's great.
So that would be a yes.
I think this might be Nora and Cassie, because Nora wanted to.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi, Andrew.
Come on in.
We just need to go over a few things if you have the time.
Chris already has this idea planned out for his first painting, right out this window.
Well, the night sky is amazing.
It really is, isn't it? You know, I have spent so much time looking in on the problems. I've never really looked out. It's a wonderful surprise. And I'm sure there's going to be lots more.
Maggie, you okay? Got some information. I spoke to the fire chief at the scene. He said the fire started in the basement. And when the boiler blew, it ruptured the water lines naturally and the electrical, but also the gas lines. That's why you heard a series of explosions.
And what started the fire in the first place?
They still don't know.
Have they got it contained? I mean, that's mostly an industrial area, but people stand to see their livelihoods go up in smoke.
Yeah, it didn't spread to the surrounding area, but that warehouse is pretty much lost. I'm sorry.
Did you find Max?
No, but I'll keep trying.
Oh, I know what happened.
At the warehouse?
Yeah. Buchanan's everywhere you look.
So what's the problem?
I hate to say this, and I don't even have any evidence to back it up, but I think that Asa did this.
What makes you think that?
Because he said that he would build his mega mall on the rubble of my broken dreams.
Pa said that?
And my dream is rubble.
Is there anything else you can remember him saying?
Yeah, he said that if he couldn't have the warehouse, then no one could.
Maggie, you okay?
Yeah, I really need to find Max, okay? Do you know where her phone is?
There's a phone right down the hallway. Do you really think Asa could follow through on a threat like that? Is he capable of arson?
We're not going to speculate about that at this time, and you can quote me on that.
Jess is gonna be fine, Chris, really. She's a tough kid, my sister. Really tough.
Mrs. Manning, would you please excuse us? I have some business to discuss with Andrew.
Oh, as do I, Mrs. Carpenter, or is it Callison?
Okie dokie. Will you be needing much more of Andrew's attention, or should we come back at a more convenient time?
Oh, that won't be necessary. I'm all done here. Good night.
Thanks a lot, Ted. Night. What's up?
Andrew, I'm not, comfortable. I'm not happy with our situation in River and...
Cassie, if you're willing, this might be better broached by a neutral third party, namely me.
Thank you. I don't think I can do this calmly, but thank you for your help.
What? What's going on here?
Well, Cassie is unhappy by certain decisions that have been made that affect River's life, and she's had no input.
The woman is not always available for consultation.
Do you always try and reach her for consultation?
Hey, Nora, if she wants that big a part in River's life, she shouldn't have left in the first place, right?
Andrew.
What part do you play? Are you going to serve me with something? Is that what's going on here?
No, I am not. I'm not here as an attorney. I'm not here as an advocate. Cassie came to me to find out what legal remedies were available to her.
She came to you for remedies? She walks out on a marriage, she breaks up a home, she leaves, she comes to you for remedies? Okay, this has to do with Eli, right?
Well, I think Eli is a catalyst. Andrew, would you just try and listen to me and hear what I have to say? This isn't a trap. And that no other shoe is about to drop, I promise. Please.
Fine, Nora, fine. Please, sit down.
Thank you. Andrew. Cassie, I gather, is feeling more and more alienated from the day-to-day decisions involving River's life. I mean, you have to understand, she picked out his clothes every morning. She packed his lunch every day. And now she has no say in who takes care of him on a day-to-day basis, or ultimately who lives in the house that is a potential problematic influence. She's scared, Andrew. She's scared for River. She's scared for herself. Whatever happened in the marriage, she never wanted to be less of a mother to River. Cassie has no basis for any legal action. But it doesn't serve anyone to have River raised in a contentious and erratic atmosphere.
So, why do I keep getting the feeling that the problem is Eli?
Eli's not the problem. You and Cassie are the problem. Or should I say, you have the problem. You don't communicate.
You don't communicate. Look, Nora, what are you doing here? You going to hang out a shingle and start to be a counselor for marriages, or what?
No. I'm here to offer both of you my services as a neutral third-party mediator. I am not, nor have I ever been, retained by either one of you. I am disinterested. Well, I'm neutral. And mediation is becoming more and more useful as a productive alternative to litigation.
Okay, I hear you. So, you're right. We do have a little problem communicating. We don't talk to each other. We talk past each other. We are masters at that, Nora.
All right, well, maybe I can help you talk to each other, and maybe we can resolve some of Cassie's concerns.
And, as far as Eli goes, I'm trying to get him placed as quickly as I possibly can. You know, I'm not going to hustle the poor kid out of here just because she's having an anxiety attack. I mean, and as far as everything else goes, yes, I am absolutely open to options. I'm glad to listen to them. I wish Cassie was here right now. We could discuss it. I mean, this is her problem, Nora. She should be the one addressing it. Unfortunately, dealing with problems straight up, right out there, that is not her strong suit.
Anyway, Christian and Maggie realized that they couldn't just wait around for help, and Christian managed to carry her out.
Christian, I will never be able to thank you. What did the doctor say?
They're treating her for smoke inhalation, possible concussion, and a possible broken collarbone.
Is she conscious yet? What in God's name happened there?
I have a few ideas about that.
Maggie, I'm very, very grateful to you and Christian.
I'm just really sorry this happened.
Excuse me?
Are you Jessica's mother?
Yes? Would you like to go in? Yes.
Do you really think Pa could have done something like this?
Well, I don't know, Bo. What do you think?
I don't know. If he did it, I can't believe that he wouldn't care about the consequences.
Maggie, why don't you call Max?
I left him a message.
I am so sorry.
Well, it's a matter of principle now, isn't it? Come hell or high water, I'm going to build that school, and Asa Buchanan is going to pay for this. I'm going to show him that for once in his sorry life, he can't just destroy everything and everyone that gets in his way.
Baby, can you hear me? Baby? I know you're supposed to rest. But for God's sakes, come back to us.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.